Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon, and we're going to talk about the box office predictions from 30 September to 2 October and how it did last weekend. I'm not going to say it was a pretty good job, and it was pretty good for a lot of people except number 5. The number 5 probably screwed up everyone. So first, let's talk about the new release going to be on September 30th. So we have 3 actually. One is called The Good Home or The Good House. I'm sorry, it has Sigourney Weaver and Kevin Kline in it. No idea what it's about. It says it's wide, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes like 800 to 1,000 screens max. Then we have Bros, the first ever gay comedy by a big studio. I guess that's what they're calling it. Because I'm pretty sure I saw one on Hulu from Fox Searchlight. It's Fox Searchlight, so it's not huge. It's like about that Gay Island one. I don't know, but it's on Hulu. But this one's called Bros. And I expect this one to play strong in California, like the West Coast and the Upper East Coast. But everywhere else, I don't really see this playing really predominantly in the USA. That's just my opinion. We will see what happens. And of course, we have Smile. We are now in the horror season, so I expect a horror movie to come out almost every weekend until the end of October. So let's see how I did last weekend. And like I said, I think everyone, even the comments, probably did pretty good except number 5. And number 5, even I said in the video, I think it's going to be either Bullet Train or it's going to be Pearl. When the estimates came in, it was Pearl. When the actuals came in, it was See How They Run. See How They Run had like a 32% drop. I think Pearl had a 39% drop, and I think Bullet Train had a 28% drop. So Bullet Train dropped a little more than I thought. Pearl did that 40, which I think it was going to do, but See How They Run. The older folks decided to chug along and make this number 5 with 1.9 million. Anyway, I thought Bullet Train was going to do 1.9. It was 1.8. So all 3 of those, Pearl, See How They Run, and Bullet Train were in the 1.9 to 1.8 range. So it was a toss-up for anyone. Number 4, everyone thought it was going to be Barbarian. It was Barbarian. However, it held better than a lot than I thought. I thought it was going to do 4 million. It did 4.8. Everyone thought Avatar was probably going to be number 3, and it was number 3. I was going with 10 million. It was actually 10.5. So I'll take that 0.5 difference. The Woman King, I thought it was going to be 10 or 11.4. It was 11.0. So about the whole range I was thinking, like 42%. I was in that 0.5 range. I'll take it. And then Don't Worry, Darling was number 1 with 19.3. I was thinking 17.5. So I was 1.8 million off. Not what I wanted to be. But it's interesting with Don't Worry, Darling. We are going to see the hold of Don't Worry, Darling. I think it's going to be pretty bad because a lot of people saw this on Friday because the Friday numbers came out and it was like 9 million. I was thinking, oh shit. So when you think about that, Saturday and Sunday, it only made 10 million. So Saturday and Sunday made the same amount basically as that Friday. That is not a good sign for the future for this movie. But anyway, what do I think this weekend's going to hold? Number 5, I'm going with Avatar. I'm going to go with about a 50% drop with this one. The IMAX 3D. I do think people are still enjoying this movie. So I'm thinking about a 50-ish% drop. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's in the 60 to 70 range. But we will see. Number 4, I'm going with The Woman King with 6.6. 6.6 is about the same as a 40% drop that happened before. People are talking about Viola Davis being an Oscar nominated for this movie. If that happens, I'm sorry. Political 101. There's so many other better actresses out there this year. I'm not saying Viola Davis isn't a bad actress. She's an Academy Award winner, duh. But there's better ones to choose from. I can promise you that. Number 3, I am going with Don't Worry, Darling with 9 million. I'm going with about a 55-ish% drop. However, I wouldn't be shocked if it gets in the 60s and 70s. I would not be shocked. Number 2, I'm going with Bros. I'm going with around a 14.2. Like I said before, I think in California, the East Coast, the West Coast, this movie's going to do really well. However, when you get to like the southern states, the Midwest, the northern states, just the Midwest in general, I mean, they'll see the movie, maybe the third or second weekend, but opening weekend, I see this doing decent for some markets, non-existent for others. And then number one, I'm going with Smile with 17.5. I'm going with the 17.5 again. I just feel like I don't think it's going to hit Black Phone levels because A, that was summer, and B, I think the Black Phone had a better premise than Smile. I mean, we've seen the Smile premise before. You smile, you have 7 days until you die. So we will see what happens, but who knows? Black Phone was about 23.2 it opened up. I think it closed to almost 100 million in the USA alone. But Smile, I'm going with 17.5. But who knows, right? So let's get a recap of the top 5 in my opinion. Number 5 will be Avatar with 5 million. Number 4 will be The Women King with 6.6 million. Number 3 will be Don't Worry Darling with 9 million. Number 2 will be Bros with 14.2. And number 1 will be Smile with 17.5. What do you think? I think everyone's going to have this order. Just my opinion. Chase out with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think is Blue Utopia. You Blue Futoners, thank you for having a fantastic week, day, and month. And if you're in the path of the hurricane, Ian, stay safe. Stay safe out there.